Looking for sorry, y'all. Looking for a recruiter. Things you should ask for as a travel nurse. This is what you should ask for. Can I get a good pay? Can I extend my contract? Do you offer housing? Well, housing and Skyping is almost the same thing. Do you offer transportation? Do your company pay for housing? Do your company pay for transportation? If you gotta fly, ask for that too. You also want to ask, do you help renew my certification or my license? As in, if your license is about to expire in Louisiana, before it's expired, can you help renew it? Some do, some don't. So you want to ask questions. You also want to know how many people went to this facility as a travel nurse or as a travel LPN or CNA. You also want to know the pros and cons. You also want to know, is the facility racist? Sorry to say. Different states have their means. You also want to know, do the facility give you interviews? 5 out of 10, yes. But still ask a question. See, these are the things that you want to ask your recruiter. You want to ask your recruiter, what's the length of a time? How long is the process? As in, if you send everything over, will you be able to start on the day that you want to start? Like if you want to start, in April, you have to say you actually want to start in July. So you hand in everything in, your resume, your CPR card, your flu shot, your COVID tests. You go get a physical, you do a drug screen, go get an x-ray. You got your license there in that state already. So you came back and you already got it. You want to ask the process. Oh, you also want to ask, do you move out? What do that mean? We got some recruiters say they talk to you for a while to get to know you, but that even though you want to start in a certain month because you still working, some of them kind of like, no, that's not moving out. It's called ghost out. Ghost out is the number one. Actually, you're going to actually be there. Actually, you're going to actually continue the contract. You don't want a recruiter ghost you out. What I mean is, talk to you for maybe a month or two, and then don't answer your phone call or emails. You shouldn't have to beg a recruiter. One more thing. Apply at different travel companies. Because if you're trying to go to Texas and one travel agency may be paying $22, another one may be paying $30. But in the meantime, you doing all of that, you want to make sure your the housing is enough and the meals is enough. Some of them will give you a low pay for you to have your housing come back. In a way, sometimes that can be good. You also want to know, I said renewal already. You also want to ask your recruiter, how often do they check up on a travel agency? How often? If you had a recruiter kind of get you a contract and then don't check on it when you get there or in the meantime, he or she is not that drink you need to be drinking. Get my dress? Meaning he or she is not real good for you. Make sure the vibe is okay when you're doing a contract. Yes, I am on a contract. You see my background are different. I am on a contract, but that's another video. Ooh, don't forget to subscribe. Leave a notification. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment. Hey, newbies. I got a video for you too. When you ask for a contract, you want to make sure the transportation. You also want to ask how often do you get paid. You want to ask how everything works. You want to ask a question, but don't ask a question in the same different format, even though you asked it. Meaning, how often do you get paid? Do you get paid every weekly? Even though it says weekly, but you want to ask them, how often do the timesheets need to be in? Because in the meantime, they're going to repeat it anyway. The timesheets got to be on this day for you can get paid on this day. If you're LPN or RN, you know your militaries, baby, some do, some don't. This is my first one. You also want to know do they do discounts? Do your company that you with also have discounts? Meaning, do they have discounts where you can do your Airbnb or your hotel or your travel? I mean, your Skyping or transportation. Do they do discounts? You want to ask questions on your travel assignment. You want to ask questions where you can understand the next process and what's going on next. So if I just started, I want to ask what's the next step for me, because I'm really trying to get started on that day. If I can hurry and put my 2 weeks in at my private job before I can get started. And if I already had an x-ray done at my previous job, make sure you have everything in the folder. Just say this is your folder. Make sure you have all your documents in that folder. You will be taking the test. Make sure you have a good computer. I would advise you if you have a computer. If you have a computer or a tablet, that works too. You also can do on your phone, but you know, computer or tablet works better for you can be occupied. What else? You also want to know, can you extend your contract if you like the facility? Some of them, they always say yes, because that's the number one facility. But you also want to know, can you go back in 6 months or in a year time? So you can always renew that same contract. What else? If you have a buddy, a travel buddy with you, or your best friend, you want to know, can they do it with you? Can you sign both of y'all up together? Make sure he or she have their stuff together. Stuff in order for y'all can start exactly on that day. What else? Oh, the meals. You want to also ask, how is the meals is a portion of how you get paid in your Skyping. Even though that's non-taxable, your Skyping and your meals, but you also want to ask if your Skyping is supposed to be into Louisiana and you want to work 36 hours. What if a facility don't give me my 36 hours? So you want to ask questions. What if I don't get my Skyping? Or what if I don't get all my hours? What happened to my Skyping? Or what happened to my meals? You want to ask questions. Once again, this is your girl Latanya. Subscribe, leave a notification, give me a thumbs up. If you've been watching me, been following me, I appreciate you. Keep watching me. I have a lot of content I'm throwing at ya. Newbies, hello, hello, hello. Thank you, thank you, thank you to come to my family, our family. Keeps watching. We have a lot of information. If you just get into, continue watching the rest of the other videos for you can figure out what she's going on. I have a lot of different stuff going on. But subscribe, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and I will talk to y'all my next video. Bye bye.